Yo, what is up guys? We are back on Pokemon Online for episode 2 of my team building with Emvee series that I've been doing lately. Definitely check out episode 1 if you haven't already, because we built a really cool Stealth Rock's lead Nidoqueen bulky offense team in that episode, and then I gave you guys the team in the description of that team building video. And then after that, like 24 to 28 hours after that, I did a live, so it was a lot of fun. Really good battles in that, really good team, so check that out if you haven't already. If you're new, of course, this series is about me walking you guys through how I build some really cool teams around underrated and unique Pokemon, ultimately creating some sort of unique masterpiece. But really, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. This is episode 2. I did read all the suggestions from the last video, which was episode 1, but yeah, I definitely like the suggestions a lot. I'm not gonna be using them quite yet though, because before I even went into this series, I had kind of a game plan of what Pokemon I wanted to do. Like I picked a couple of them that I told myself, like, I'm gonna do these Pokemon first because I really want to build a team out of these Pokemon and show you guys how I built it. So you'll be seeing your suggestions soon, just not quite yet. Like, I want to get at least a couple more done first, maybe like 1 or 2 more. And then, you know, I'll be reading through all the comments on all the team building videos that I've been doing. For this series, of course, the team building with Emvee videos, and then picking from there. So, you know, you can leave a suggestion on this video too. You can leave one on my last video. It doesn't matter because I'm going to be looking at everything in the end. So, without further ado, let's get into this one though. I built a really cool team today with Mega Houndoom just like 3 hours ago. Probably not from when this video goes up, but 3 hours ago from when even before I started recording this video. I'm recording this on Friday, by the way. It's probably going to go up on Saturday. So I built a really cool team here, as you can see, around Mega Houndoom. Now, Mega Houndoom is a very underrated Pokemon. You do not see this Pokemon a lot in the OU tier, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to use it. Also, it's a really underappreciated Mega, but it works so well. It kills so many Pokemon. I'm not even kidding. Like, this Pokemon it's really good. Really nice Pokemon. Yeah, let's go into it. So, as you can see here, I have a Houndoom with a Houndoomite. It's a timid nature. Very cool. Very cool set that I have here is a Nasty Plot set with Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, Sludge Bomb. Good coverage moves overall. So basically, the speed goes up a lot. So this 317 here, when it Mega Evolves, it becomes a nice and crisp 361. So that basically outspeeds Lottie, Defensive Starmie, Superior, Thundurus. I mean, it outspeeds a lot of different Pokemon in this tier, which is really nice. It has a really good speed for this tier, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to use it. Another reason is because it has Flash Fire, so it is easily able to switch in on stuff like Mega Sableye, for example, and Scizors. Well, not really, it can't really switch in on Scizors, but it does check Scizors. It helps me check Bisharp. It really does deal with a lot of Pokemon in this tier, and the coverage is just really nice too. The Nasty Plot here allows me to kind of break stall in a sense, because I have enough HP here to live like 3 Seismic Tosses, and it only takes like 2 for me to 2-hit KO Chansey. So, with that being said, Mega Houndoom is a very powerful, very potent sort of Pokemon. And then I have Sludge Bomb here. Oh, well, of course, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, 2 main stab moves, which are really good on it. Oh, I can also check Mega Metagross with this too. Not bad. Mega Houndoom is it's so cool. The third slot here, which was Sludge Bomb, there's a lot of options for this slot. Like, you're really not limited to just Sludge Bomb if you're using Mega Houndoom. Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, probably the best 2 in my opinion for the first 2 moves that you have for it. These are definitely the best 2 in my opinion, but the third slot is really open to interpretation of what you really want for your team. Like, you could run Taunt if you're building with Mega Houndoom and you really want to you know, taunt Pokemon and stop them from statusing you or setting up Calm Minds or something or whatnot. You can run Taunt. If you want, you can run Will-O-Wisp even. You know, Pokemon like that want to switch in on you are Tyrannitars, Azus. Will-O-Wisp will really I guess, cripple those so that you can slowly whittle them down, put them on a timer. Then I have Sludge Bomb here, which is really nice because you can just straight up attack Pokemon that switch in on you, like Azu. After Nasty Blood, I'm pretty sure that you have a 50% chance. I think you have a... I'm not sure if it's after rocks or not. I didn't read the calc fully, but you can easily kill Mega Diancie after a Nasty Blood, I think. So that's really nice with a Sludge Bomb, of course. And Sludge Bomb will hit, Keldeo for neutral damage, which is another Pokemon that would probably want to switch in on Houndoom. Only thing that, really... This set can't really touch is Tyranitar, but of course, Pursuit is not going to do much to Houndoom anyways. Your defense skyrockets pretty nicely, I guess, after you Mega Evolve. So you hit a nice 208, if I can remember, and yeah, that's pretty much Houndoom here. It's a really good Pokemon. Helps me check. It also checks Charizard Y. Because it does resist the, well, it can switch it on a Fire Blast. Focus Blast, not really, if it does run that, but it can still check the Fire Blast, Solar Beam sort of combination, I guess, if you've already Mega Evolved. Yeah, this is a really nice Pokemon. I really like Mega Houndoom a lot. There's a lot of options. This is a Fire-type Pokemon, so if you're building around Mega Houndoom, you can have a nice classic Fire, Water, Grass core, or you can be like me and just, build like a team based on I guess type synergy sort of, as well as unique interesting Pokemon. Doesn't always have to be a Fire, Water, Grass core, but I mean, if you're like new to team building and stuff, that's really a place you can start, is a nice Fire, Water, Grass Pokemon. So, like, you can have like Houndoom and then Gyarados and then Ferrothorn or something, like that's a really nice basic sort of way to be to team build. So I mean, it all depends on how experienced you are in building, but anyways, this is the set here. I do have 301, 40 EVs and HP to take some Seismic Tosses. I think I can take up to 3. Max speed, of course, and then I just have like the rest in special attack, a little bit in defense here. So that's going to be Mega Houndoom for you guys. That is the first suggestion, or not suggestion, what am I saying? It's not a subscriber set live. This is the first Pokemon that I myself suggested to myself. Mega Houndoom. Alright, so anyways. Alright, so next up here I got here Hippowdon. So I have Hippowdon here for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because I needed a Pokemon that has Stealth Rocks, and Hippowdon is a very good Stealth Rocker in this tier. Secondly, because Hippowdon helps me deal with so many different Pokemon. Hippowdon is just one of those Pokemon that fulfills multiple roles in certain Pokemon it deals with. Like, for example, Hippowdon helps me check Bisharp, helps me check Talonflame, helps me check Mega Pinsir, helps me to check, well, you can also check Mega Metagross to an extent, I guess. Electric types like Raikou, Mega Manectric, Zapdos even. It's just one of those Pokemon that really fulfills so much on a team, and it doesn't matter what team it is. It can be offensive, and Hippowdon can work on it. It can be defensive, or a stall team, and Hippowdon can work on it too. It can be a balanced team, Hippowdon can work. So it's just one of those Pokemon that work really well. As you can see here, I have just a standard spread with the Earthquake, Stone Edge, so that we can hit stuff like Pinsirs, Gengars, Talonflames, and stuff like that. Anything that really can avoid an Earthquake is what I felt would be the best on Hippowdon for my second slot. I mean, if you're not weak to any of those things, you can easily just run Whirlwind. I mean, this slot here is really what you kind of want to beat on your team, and for me, Stone Edge was the most useful. So Slack Off, of course, you can heal up, and that's pretty self-explanatory. And Rocks, of course, which is a must on most Hippowdon sets, I guess, unless you're running like a choice. Actually, okay, funny story. I actually ran a Choice Scarf Hippowdon back on like on an old team. Not even, this was like way before ORAS. I think also before X and Y, probably like a black and white team. I ran like a Choice Scarf Hippowdon. It was pretty funny. It was like on a serious team too, which makes it even funnier. But yeah, I do have Sandstream on this. I kind of had Sandforce, but then like I like the way Sand was kind of whittling down my opposing side's team. So that was always nice, especially also for changing the weather, I guess. I'm not really weak to Sand. I'm not really weak to Sand teams, actually. Kind of more weak to I guess rain, sort of. I don't know. I don't even know like what kind of weather I'm weak to, but I just kept it as Sand so that we can kind of mess up teams that are based around weather, I guess, if they're running anything but sand. But anyways, yeah, that's Hippowdon there. Oh yeah, speaking of sand, it also is a switch into Excadrill as well. So as another good, like Hippowdon, it switches in on so many Pokemon. It's a bulky tank. It's a bulky tank. Yeah, this team is. Oh, by the way, this team is a balanced team. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning of this video. This is not a bulky offense team. This is a balanced team. Yeah, because I do have 3 walls, as you can see, and 3 offensive Pokemon. Did I say this was a bulky offense team? I don't even know. I think I said episode 1 was a bulky offense team. I don't think I said anything about this, but if I did, just know that this is a more balanced sort of team than anything else. But anyways, Hippowdon is the second Pokemon that I chose for this team because I needed a Pokemon with rocks. So yeah, there's that. There's that. Next up, we have. So okay, so after I had Houndoom, I had Hippowdon, Mega Houndoom and Hippowdon. I needed a Pokemon to get rid of hazards because Mega Houndoom is weak to Stealth Rocks. It is also weak to Spikes, and in that sense, I definitely needed either a Rabbit Spinner or a Defogger, some form of hazard control. I definitely needed. So I chose Togekiss here. Because of the fact that it has some decent synergy with the team overall. It does resist fighting, which is nice. It resists ground, which is also really nice as well. And it defogs, which is the main reason I chose it, I guess. And as you can see here, it has Air Slash here, of course, which is the main sort of move. You all know what it does with Serene Grace, Air Slash. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, for you if you're using it, not for your opponent, but you know, the game's all about how you have fun, I guess. So anyways, Thunder Wave here just to slow down threats. Thunder Wave is really nice because well, it can be really useful situation wise, like say you need to like cripple something in order for Houndoom to outspeed it, or you need to cripple something so that you'll have at least a chance of setting up a nasty plot. Togekiss kind of opens up a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities for you in that sense, I guess. But you know, that's pretty much what it is. It's a max defense bold nature, so that basically I can switch in on Psyshocks as well as take Draco Meteors easily, because I am immune to Draco Meteors because I'm a fairy type. So because I am, you know, max defense, Psyshock's going to be not doing much because Psyshock, of course, is calculated based on defense. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So I have a Rocky Helmet here so I can switch in on U-turners and basically give them a little bit of damage as well. So each U-turn I can easily just bring this thing in, you know, Lando T, say it U-turns, Scizor maybe wants to U-turn, and you predict it or something, or Tornadus Therian wants to U-turn. So just switch in this thing, they'll take a little bit of Rocky Helmet damage, and every little bit of damage counts, which is awesome. So that's gonna be Togekiss. Sorry if my voice is a little hoarse. I kind of feel a little strain on it right now, but yeah, forgive me. But anyways, those are 3 Pokemon so far: Houndoom, Hippowdon, Togekiss. Pretty decent so far. Pretty decent. So looking without just ignoring these 3 Pokemon, the last 3 for a second, looking at our Houndoom, Hippowdon, and Togekiss, we're pretty weak to Keldeo. Like Keldeo can just come in, Specs Keldeo just destroys us with Hydro Pump. You just gotta click it like 3 times, boom, 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 gone. We needed a Pokemon for that, so I chose Assault Vest Slowking, which is really nice. And let's just go ahead and hop into the set. I'll show you guys what it is. Assault Vest Slowking. Now, this is a physically defensive Assault Vest Slowking, which means this Pokemon can switch in just like Hippowdon here. Well, even more so than Hippowdon. This Pokemon can switch in on a lot of stuff. Like for example, it can switch in on Hydro Pumps. This is also a nice counter to Mega Metagross. Oops, what just happened? That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's a team builder or something. What is this thing? Box? This is the Pokemon on it. Ooh. Yo, I might do it like this. Yo. Alright, no. Back to where we were before. Maybe we'll save that for another time. But anyways, as you can see here, I have Slowking, and Assault Vest Slowking works really well because it switches in on Keldeo without any fear of anything, because it have all coverage moves here. So we have Scald, Psyshock, Grass Knot, Fire Blast. I mean, this thing, even though it's not max special attack, this thing has a lot of coverage to deal with a good number of Pokemon, like Ferrothorn with Fire Blast, Keldeo with Psyshock, Starmie with Grass Knot, Scald for like everything else just to burn it. Got that Bold Assault Vest here because of the fact that now I'm able to switch in on physical attackers like Mega Metagross, for example, easily eat up a Meteor Mash and try to burn it with Scald or predict them to switch out and hit them with something else. Very good tank. I like it a lot. And yeah, Slowking. What else does it deal with? I'm trying to think. You can switch it on a Draco pretty easily, I guess. But I mean, I really don't have anything to touch Lottie with anyway, so I guess I'd only do that if I was gonna switch into this and then pivot out into something else, I guess. But I do have the Nice Regenerator, which is of course useful in order to heal up and stuff over time. You know, you can easily just switch it on something and switch out and heal up a nice 25%. What else does Slowking deal with? I mean, it deals with so much, like I said, Keldeo, Mega Metagross. What else? I'm trying to think here. It can also it can check special attackers really well. Just any special attacker in general, I guess it can check really well. Alakazam, if there's like a Sash Alakazam or something, I can break that with the Sash with Scald easily. I could probably check Mega Gardevoir and try to burn it with Scald. Pretty sure it's not going to do much to an Assault Vest Slowking. So that's going to be Slowking here. So that's the next Pokemon I chose. Really covered up a lot of weaknesses that we had on the team overall. Now here's an interesting Pokemon that you don't see too often. Regular Kyurem. Why did I choose regular Kyurem over Kyurem Black? Firstly, because the abilities are different. Now this has pressure, which means you can easily run a sub-roost, sort of Pokemon and I guess put in a lot of work versus stall teams in general. The other reason why I chose regular Kyurem over Kyurem Black is because I think regular Kyurem has more special attack than Kyurem Black. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it does. I think it has. Yeah, I think it has just a little bit more special attack than Kyurem Black. But those are kind of the only two reasons why I chose regular Kyurem. Also because not many people expect it, or not many people know what it's gonna do. Like if you see a Kyurem Black, you can automatically assume, okay, this Pokemon is probably most likely either gonna be a Life Orb, a Roost Attacker, or a Choice Scarf Pokemon. I mean, Kyurem, Kyurem Black actually is sort of more predictable than regular Kyurem because firstly, not many people see this Pokemon in OU, and secondly, yeah, what I said, number one. Yeah, but let's go ahead and hop into the set here. So as you can see, I have a Kyurem here with a nice 56 EVs and HP in order to avoid our substitute getting broken by Seismic Toss or Nightshade or whatnot. Max speed, which is really nice, and then the rest of special attack with Modest Nature is the best spread for this sub-roost stallbreaker Kyurem. So basically we have pressure here. Pressure is the reason I'm using this set in the first place. As you can see, we have Ice Beam, Earth Power, some good coverage versus I guess, I mean, it touches pretty much everything. I mean, even though we have this is my main Rotom Wash check, I guess, since I really don't have a lot of other Pokemon for Rotom Wash. If I want to deal with Rotom Wash, I can easily just stall break it with Kyurem, whittle it down after I sub up, hit it with hit a weakened Rotom Wash with Close Combat. I'm pretty sure Rotom Wash just dies after a +2 Close Combat hits it from full. So there's another way to kill Rotom Wash. Another way is by whittling it down with another Pokemon, then Mega Houndoom can actually just revenge kill it. So I do have a couple ways to beat Rotom Wash. That was one of the Pokemon I was actually struggling against with this team, but after I kind of edited it up a bit and added some Pokemon and fixed some stuff, it worked out pretty well. So yeah, Kyurem here is a nice sub-roost set, so we can basically sub up on Pokemon. Maybe they'll want to switch out or something. Even let's say like a Diancie leads off here, right? Diancie's turn 1, Mega Diancie's most likely going to protect. Let's say we let off with our Kyurem here, and in many situations I actually do lead off with Kyurem because it's a really good lead versus, I guess, Stealth Rock Chomps that are Rocky Helmet, the non-max speed ones that run like only Dragon Tail or something. yeah, this is a really good Pokemon to sort of either force them to switch out so that you can sub, or sub regardless, I guess. But let's say Mega Diancie is there, right, and it goes for the Protect. You can just sub up, and they're like, wait, I just died to Earth Power now. So that's pretty much a positive attribute of running Sub Roost, Stallbreaker, Kyurem, which is really uncommon, I guess. I think I've seen it like on a stall team before. I'm not sure who was using it. I think that one guy was using it. That one guy was using some kind of Kyurem. I think the exact same Kyurem. That what was his name? I don't remember his name, but it was like I beat him in one of my lives, I beat him in one of Blunder's lives, and like Blunder beat him in one of like Joey's or someone's lives. I forget what his name was, but he had like a stallish sort of team with Kyurem, Quagsire, Mega Sableye or something. I don't even remember, but I'll probably check back later and like I'll probably remember then. But anyways, yeah, Kyurem here was really good synergy with the team because it resists a lot of stuff like water, electric, grass. Yeah, it has good synergy with Slowking, which is one of the reasons why I used it, and it works well with Mega Houndoom as well, just weakening a lot of threats. You can even, like with this set, you can even stall out Ferrothorn out of Gyro Ball. You can sub like 4 times, and you just like after you sub, because you have 4 or 5 HP, you can easily just sub and outstall Ferrothorn's Gyro Balls, and he can't even touch you anymore with anything. So that's a really good way to, I guess, deal with certain Pokemon that can give our team sort of some trouble, I guess. Well, Ferrothorn doesn't really give us trouble because we have Houndoom, but in that sort of sense, you know, you can just stall out Pokemon with pressure, which is why I used Kyurem over Kyurem Black. But anyways, our final Pokemon here is Lucario. A familiar face probably if you saw episode 1. I did use an air balloon Lucario, but in this one we're using a Life Orb. So basically, the reason I'm using Lucario is because this Houndoom set here, we have Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, Sludge Bomb. Tyranitar is going to be lured in really easily. Let's say our Houndoom ends up dying, or we sack it off or something, and then we give an opportunity here for Lucario to set up an SD and try to sweep. So that's the reason why I have Lucario along on this team. Got that Adamant Life Orb here with you know, max attack, max speed, with Justified, of course, so that, you know, we could probably switch it on a Crunch as well, get a +1. I felt it was more it was better than Inner Focus because I don't want to start banking on like. I don't want to plan for hacks. I'd rather just plan for a scenario where I might actually, you know, switch it on a dark type move or something. So I have Justified here. Swords Dance, really good move for Lucario, probably one of the best, so that you can easily try to sweep with close combat. I have Iron Tail actually, really nice option on Lucario. Yeah, definitely a nice option on Lucario because of the fact that you just completely murder Clefable, which is one of the Pokemon that I guess I was kind of having trouble with. I do have Sludge Bomb here for Clefable. I do have Iron Tail on Lucario for Clefable as well. So, yeah, I have Iron Tail for that. As well as catching Mega Sableye on the Switch was another reason why I have it as well, because Iron Tail just nukes so many different Pokemon. You can even like SD, and I'm pretty sure Iron Tail will OHKO Gliscor. Like it's so powerful. Like the only bad side to it is the accuracy. But for my team, I kind of felt that, you know, Iron Tail was useful for me. For you guys, if you want to run, you know, Lucarios and stuff, you can have either you can have Bullet Punch, you can have Crunch, Ice Punch. There's like a lot of options for that this slot here. Extreme Speed I think is definitely a must for Lucario because it allows you to even outspeed Brave Bird from Talonflame after SD, or even doesn't matter when you use it, but you will outspeed other priority. This priority goes before all the other priorities, I think, for in terms of moves. Except I think Feint. Is Feint the same priority as Extreme Speed? I'm not sure. Does it learn it? Yeah, it does. Let's see. Hold on, wait. +2, and Extreme Speed is +2 priority. Yeah, they're the same priority. I just wanted to find out about that. I had a question of. I just wanted to check that out. But anyways, yeah, Lucario is a really good Pokemon for this team because Houndoom baits T-Tar, Lucario sets up on T-Tar after that. So that's gonna be that. Like the last slot for this team was kind of troubling for me in that sense because I had so I had Jirachi, or I think, when I first built this team I had Jirachi, then I wasn't really doing well. Well, I was doing decently with Jirachi, but then I was kind of weak more to, I guess, Bisharp sort of. I don't know, like I didn't play well with Jirachi, so I switched that to Cobalion. Cobalion was doing pretty well, but then I didn't really get enough power from that, so then I switched from Cobalion to Bandit Scizor. But then Bandit Scizor kept you know, getting, well, Bandit Scizor was powerful, but then it kept getting walled by a lot of common Pokemon. So then I just switched from Bandit Scizor to Lucario so that I could just, because not a lot of Pokemon, you know, can well, it's just a lot more powerful in general, and the Pokemon that usually beat Scizor, like Rotom Wash and Magnezone and stuff like that, were they're not gonna be able to switch in on Lucario, so I can easily kill Pokemon with close combat. And yeah, that's the team. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this session of how I built this team. So we started off with Houndoom, Stealth Rocker, Defogger, a bunch of synergy, offensive threats and stuff. So a good balanced team, in my opinion. And yeah, like I said, or I don't know if I said it or not, but I was consistently staying at around 1685 to 1750 on the ladder with this team, and it's been working out really well for me. So I'm going to drop the importable in the description of this video if you guys want to try it out before I do the live. So the live's going to be going up in about 24 to 28 hours, so make sure you check that out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Feel free to leave a comment of what you guys want to see. As soon as I finish the suggestions I already have pre-planned that I want to do, well, not suggestions, but the Pokemon that I want to do myself, I will start, you know, picking Pokemon to use from suggestions that you have left me, and we will go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, as Blunder would say, and I will see you guys in the live that's coming up soon. So thanks for watching.